you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Bobcats will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the FIU Panthers offense will get the first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. pass is incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Panthers!
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Texas State Bobcats offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Floats it out in space. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time, late in the season, where you can go win those individual awards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. That's caught. It's Chavez. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off play action. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Panthers. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
That quarterbacks in zone coverage, they have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Chavez. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. To the ground with the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. He's in. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Offense in an empty set. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. FIU will line up to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Off the play fake. Rush is on him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's a return from midfield. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays.
Touchdown, FIU! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. With the catch, it's Parker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Going to sling it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The hand to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida International. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Loss of 2.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bobcats will punt this one away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. No, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Dumps it off in the flats. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Touchdown, Panthers! Offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Texas State, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively,
You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Finding an escape route. Discards it with the stiff arm. Turns on the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Quick release on the RPO. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success. Quick
completion to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown! Back to throw, it's Blunt. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bobcats line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First and 10. The give to the back. Makes his man miss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Complete to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They'll run play action. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Strong run and a pick up of 5 out to the 15.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down.
There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Let's go! Handoff to the single running back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Powers through the defender. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Florida International. The give to the tailback. Just working and poking and prodding and finding its way up to the 36. The Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Florida International offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
Turning it on! You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Line getting set on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Fighting off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Panthers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of